What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cyber Knights Flashpoint challenge run. If you want to jump to the start of the first mission, feel free to check out the timestamps in the description below. Otherwise, though, we've got some safe house management to handle. Off camera, apologies, I took the +1 here on Steamroll to get a move point to my entire team, as well as 5% increased damage. Nothing too special to write home about, but we're going to go ahead and train up our face here as well. We've already gotten all the parts of Puppet Master, we got all the good parts of Dealmaker, we've maxed out Co-Conspire and Pulling Strings as well, so we are basically as influence-pilled as we can possibly be. I mean, we could go for efficiency grind in order to get some more tokens and be better at using the counter intel and underworld to do a bit more. That's probably not unreasonable. I'm pretty far from getting to use Insider Hustle for favors. It seems pretty unlikely. I could make care and feeding a bit more likely. That way I can make my mercs be in a better spot for their limit breaks. That seems honestly kind of reasonable the more I think about it. This seems like it might really be worth grabbing the cooldown charges here. Just again, so I have it more often, and that will help my hype limit breaks be better. It's that or efficiency grind to get more Underworld Hub tokens and whatnot, but I'm feeling good enough about it that we're going to go this way and just try to make my hype limit breaks a little bit better. This does have some long-term payoff. I think it's good enough for now for me. Otherwise, we're going to be hoping to have Puppet Master pop with Dr. Kairos here and come away with some new stuff. I'm also curious, actually, because we got a new piece of Splicer, or Splicer Mina's file set. We sadly already had part 3, so we're still missing quite a lot here. Again, I don't know what she actually specifically unlocks, but one day we'll know, and that'll be fine. Handle our other stuff here real quick. Meet gold stacks yet again. That'll get sold off. Combat gang beams. We can look for... yeah, okay. We can up level to 6. Sell that one. Alright, not too much else to talk about. We're waiting on selling for influence anyway, for the most part. Let me double check a couple of things. So, yeah, Dance Hall is done. Dr. Kairos is going to get Puppet Mastered. Dr. Sevenfold is useless. Let's see, Vertigo matters, but she's already at 80. Vanthadrip is done. Troy is at 80 as well, even though he also matters. And then I could also try to bump utility programs for Tim, and so giving him some influence as well would be decent. So he might start taking up files relatively soon if I'm not feeding them to Dr. Kairos, who's basically the primary one, because I want to kind of max out all these things. Battletank needs to go to rank 4, but I'm pretty sure Armor and Matrixware are pretty close to getting capped. So we're going to play time, hope for some limit breaks. There we go. We can upgrade that one manually, or I can simply Puppet Master, which is going to be correct for me. Battletank to 2, Armor to 4, and Matrixware to 4 as well. We pop that. Let's go see what is and isn't capped. Honestly, a fair bit isn't capped. Matrixware is done. I'm going to Control F my dock, and Matrixware 4 only has one thing, and it's the best head mem, so we can go take a look at that really quickly. We'll look at you. Cyber Surgery, if we were to replace the head mem, it would be this guy. So basic head mem is here, right? 1 to 2 is this, 2 to 3 is this, and then if we go to maxed out here, it's 30 days and 15 million, so we're never going to go for that one. We get another 40 active memory, another 30 IO boost, and I mean, the really kind of nice thing here is you often get negative stress res for getting things like Neural Toner, but hey, isn't it neat you can go here? So you want to compare Neural Toner 4 to head mem. Same downtime, price point is 10x apart. So head mem doesn't give you the tech, is actually worse for wound res, but way better for stress res. Doesn't give you the initiative, doesn't give you Matrix AP. To be fair, Matrix AP not that useful, but you're trading out basically 80 IO for 200 active memory. If that's what you need, okay, great. If you really find yourself wanting the stress res, okay, great. But gotta say, I'm still pretty partial to Neural Toner. If I ever do want to go to Toner 4, it's going to give me 10 AP, 40 IO, 1 initiative for meat space, 1 tech. I may consider at some point. I think going to Toner 3 I identified earlier was not quite worth it. But, you know, at some point when I have more money and time to spare, I'll eventually go for Toner 4, because why not? This thing, of course, fairly expensive overall. That's fine, though. Next thing we unlock, though, is Battletank 2. So let me... I know, unfortunately, the game mutes whenever I switch over, but we get Handblades 3, we get Dermal Plating 3, and we get Dermal Sheath 2. Let's go ahead and see... Not that these people can really do much, but if I were to look at going for Handblades 3, See, there's 1, 2, and now finally 3. So these are, by the way, this is 7x1, 7x2. This is now Battletank 2. And so, yeah, we get, as we look at the comparisons here. Oh, wait. You actually get an extra charge. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So, it looks like, yeah, the better hand blades comes with the 4th charge. Didn't know that. That's actually kind of useful. 170 kinetic in 175 crit damage. Yeah, it's finally a crit damage bump. And it's a, pretty normal 20 kinetic damage bump. So, +1 charge and plus crit damage, pretty meaningful. This is not a terrible downside or downtime. But the question is 65 accuracy, 170 and 175. Compared to what I've got now, which is 65. Yeah, I mean, this is technically a bit more damage per hit, but not the +1 charge, not the better crit. So, that is better than my current Ripper Blades, just barely. So, should really consider this when I have the money and downtime to spare. I might have it right now. I mean, I have the money, and 7 days is not a terrible downtime. According to my notes, getting Battletank level 3 is going to give me claws that cost 7.4 million, which is just not going to be realistic. So let's be clear, it's just not really going to be the play. But fair enough. For someone else who's richer, can try for that one. The other Battletank upgrades are going to be in the skin slot here, and so it gives Dermal Plating 3, and it also gives Dermal Sheath 2. So Dermal Sheath 1 comes with Battletank, Sheath 2 comes with Battletank 2, Dermal Sheath 3 comes with Battletank 3. If we grab the better Dermal Sheath, we get an extra hit on the invulnerability. Okay, cool. And we get 2% extra evasion. And honestly, a 1 million difference in price tag, not a big deal. It's same downtime, so in a world where I grab one, yeah, I lose some wound res, but I'm kind of down. Like, yeah, again, the difference here is 2 evasion and 1 more invulnerability slot, but you've got an open slot. This seems pretty decent. I mean, I think I'd probably rather get Synth Muscle, all things considered. Getting reaction and strength just seems very, very worthwhile here. The alternative actually is going for the... Oh, right. So this was not in my notes. They actually have Combat Link 2. So Combat Link 1 and 2 were added after the initial War Machine launch, I believe. And so this is my first time seeing them because they haven't uploaded the newest pull of cyberdecks data to the wiki. Still, again, relatively okay. I mean, 20 days is kind of long, but the price point's really cheap. The upside here is an extra 1% crit damage, extra 1% evasion, and I get another 4% cyber weapon damage. I mean, pretty clearly, this is a mandatory implant for machines. What's kind of funny is, of course, you could skip on eye lasers, you could skip on a pulse generator, and I don't think it's actually unreasonable, to be honest. But it's okay, well, I must have a Delta Wire. I think you're trolling if you don't go Ripper Blades or some kind of claw on a War Machine. If you're a primary War Machine, I think this is where the best traits are. And then this brain implant is pretty clearly, I don't know if it's actually best in slot, but it clearly wants to be best in slot. But I'm thinking maybe I need to go uninstall the filter if I'm no longer wearing heavy armor anymore, and my Delta Wire actually mitigates a little bit of move speed penalty anyway, and I can't put in, MJack for extra melee damage. I actually might end up pulling this out and, getting, again, the Combat Link as expected, but also getting Synth Muscle here and getting the reaction and strength from that, and getting the move speed benefits here, because this is all it's really giving me, now that I'm not going heavy armor anymore, is it's giving me 3 attribute points. And so I don't regret having this sort of the mid-game of heavy armor before I got really powerful. There's also totally a world where I would go for something like this, and I would want to mitigate. Actually, the funny thing is, these bone grafts are mitigated by the Delta Wire. Right, having a Delta Wire 3 means I'm mitigating 8% move speed. Well, guess what? That completely handles titanium bone grafts. And so, the 5 strength and whatnot, and the extra kinetic damage, really, really, really good. So, yeah, there's a world where, I mean, I can't get everything that I want, right? Unless I pull out the eye lasers, which I might. Unless I pull out the pulse generator, which I might. If I'm just claw focused only, then I have room. Or I have these two. I grab a deep brain slot, I grab a skeleton slot, I grab the leg slot here. I have one open. Maybe it's the pulse generator, maybe it's, who knows what, but yeah, something to think about. Other thing that I didn't bring up, though, was Dermal Plating 3 was here as part of the unlock as well. So, Dermal Plating 2 comes from Cyberdecks level 3. Dermal Plating 3 is next in line. Downtime's not too bad. Price point at this point in time, not too bad. Crap ton of health. Minus 12 move speed's pretty painful. This is the kind of thing you actually do need move speed mitigation for. You'd really want move speed mitigation for, but say crap ton of health. It's some solid wound res. It's, that nice built-in armor that we're stacking up. But this has this already. I would probably take Sheath 2 over Plating 3. Just in general, I would. So I'm still not sure what I want to go for. Ideally, I want to limit break her to cap out Battletank before anything else goes on. Final thing to talk about, market armors. Let's talk about what Dr. Karos sells. I believe these are the new ones. We have a Nomad Rail Weave. Decent armor, 10% move speed 3 initiative is pretty solid. This is, we're wearing armor like this already with 10% move speed 3 initiative, but instead of giving, AR accuracy and small arm secondary accuracy, it gives 3 evasion and fractional action points. Still hard to get all the fractional AP that I want. The primary source of fractional AP is armor in the first place, so it doesn't stack with anything, but that's fine. And then we have a pretty solid light armor here as well. The malices aren't too bad. -1 in recoil is a really good intrinsic, actually. So this is the kind of thing that I'd be pretty happy to run on a sniper if I didn't need the move speed, which I usually don't. This now gives innate recoil control that's really, really useful for going for, like, nest kill streaks. So that seems pretty solid. So Dr. Karos, of course, has moved back down to 30 influence. If I run her mission, it might give her more things to do. Yeah, so I guess basically, let's pop this mission just instantly, right? We'll have our content, and then after we run the mission, we'll figure some stuff out. My wire ghost has exfiltrated Matsumoto secrets to their network edge. And then I think it's Matsumoto. Oh, shoot, no, I should have waited because I need my teammates back from being injured. So we have an Infiltrate and download here. We have a Legwork for that guy. Leviathan Swipe has an Ultra Host. 20 turns going to be fine. Extra 20 influence is nice, so we get 40 out of the mission. It's going to put her to 70, which means we don't have to sell her very much to limit break again. Can move Battletank up to level 3 and beyond, which is nice, and that'll be a positive. So thankfully it's not due right away. We're going to get Gyre back. I looked it up. It's called Gyre. Ooh, nice, cool. I have not gotten a proc gen jailbreak before until right now, so that's going to be new for me as well. Also, Vertigo, I think she's already in line for a limit break. Yeah, she's already at 80, but at some point we'll run that kill 3 captains for her. But I want to cap out Street Wetware if I can. There's stuff there that matters. Top of my head, I don't know what it is, but certainly there will be something. But I need Gyre back, so we'll play time forward. I don't care if Dusty fails that. That doesn't matter to me really at all. Great. I don't care about Xeric losing that either. We play time forward. Exposure break for Lena Gilday, the enemy from Jupiter group. Great. Yeah, cool. Alright, well, Addict got worse. Good for you. Yeah, obviously you don't like me very much. I definitely don't care. Good for you. Let's move on. Exposure break for Carl. I haven't been running his missions, which makes total sense. But do I care about this? No, because you don't provide any resources I can use. So you can go into hiding for a while, and that's fine. There we go. We get our war machine back. Of course, she is wounded. Yeah, you here. You've still got this for minus health and initiative. We'll have to basically send you in for treatment at a later time. It's fine. And yeah, not much else to say except that deal with it. We'll run this at some point in time. But at least we have 4 people that we can finally run on this mission. We'll get paid a cool $1 million for clearing this out. That should be fine. Dr. Karos, 20 turns is going to be no problem here. Let's buy the Matrix Snoop, of course. We'll buy it from Dance Hall, because why not? Let's keep buying unplugged cameras every mission. That seems reasonable to me. Gyre can finally go on the mission. She's under-equipped. She's missing a secondary here. You can hold on to this for some ranged accuracy. That seems fine. Actually, let me just sell this, because I'll never use it. Same for these. You can have that equipped. Congratulations, that's yours. Before I go, actually, I want to start some more room upgrades. We've got 4 million here, so let's go bump our barracks up. And Gold Sword is already fine as it is. Counter intel. I could try to move you up, so let's go ahead and put in some power. Underworld Hub doesn't really need much more, but I can put in cooling for funsies. And, of course, you know, I do want to play time forward and get my people back from surgery. That way they can go in the sim stream train. That'd be positive for me. So I'm going to go ahead and run some time forward. Needs one of my mercs on proc gen legwork. This would be in having my team not go on the mission. Sorry, buddy. I don't care. I don't need your favors as it stands anyway. Vertigo wants me to kill 3 captains. Oh, right. We'll have this one first. One of my agents has been captured and is rotting in a K-milieu cell. Need to bust this prisoner out. Trust me, it is not the place I want my people to be. My agent Samira got bagged by some K-milieu snatchers. Once Samira is taken into one of the K-milieu black cell prisons, I don't think we can help her now. That's the thing. They haven't taken her in yet. I think they know how dangerous she could be to me and my organization. I think they're bringing someone to make her talk before they hand her over to the K-milieu. Samira is in a temporary prison for the moment, so there is still a chance you could hit it and hit it hard. So then there is a shot. We could hit an isolated prison. Might be able to make that hit for you. We have a prisoner breakout job. The Harvard slip slide is ready to be planned. And of course, Vertigo Gilday is holding blood money for killing 3 captains. We're going to go be attacking Warner Braun. That seems just fine. So we'll run this at some point. If we have time, we'll run it this episode. If not, that's okay. The important thing is getting some people back from cyber surgery. And this is due in 3 days, but I'm pretty sure... I mean, it's too late now, but this treatment would take too long. And I want her to go on the missions, so I'll have to find some downtime later on for this. The time has come to complete the deal. Diato Weathers will need another bodyguard to reach the appointed place, and time to finalize the governance smart contract. Diato can do that in your stead. Seems like a massive delegation of power. Not interested in taking risks to my person yet. There will come a time for that, but we are still in the opening moves of this chess match. I have granted Diato executor power over my estate and shares for the evening, allowing her to complete the contract for me. The governance dust-up is ready to be planned. It is not due for quite a while. Quite a while, actually, so it's fine. I still will want to bring some people down for, what is it? Further cyber surgery, but for now we don't have it. So you two have recovered. That's good. We're going to go ahead and send you both in to gain XP. Actually, do I want to play more time forward first and bring this down to like 0 time? I think I might. Let me think briefly. I mean, I still have people who can limit break, right? These people are at 80. I have 3 people at 80 haven't popped yet. And the last break was on the 28th. Yeah, so we're like pretty much due for a limit break right now. I hope we get one. But yeah, I think for now, getting you back from surgery is okay. There's your infant's break. That's what I wanted to see. You owe me several favors. I want to basically bump K-Spec to cap you out. We trade a favor. We get K-Spec to 4. Perfect. I'm going to go check what that actually gives me. K177. Oh, right. Spec 4 gives me... okay, cool. So it gives me 3 things. They're all optic stuff. So we'll use you as the example, because why not? Keep in mind that everything's half duration for a Cyber Knight. So we get image magnification, which is a new option here. You get a large amount of ranged accuracy. It's the most range accuracy you can get, I believe, from a single option. It also still comes with 3 crit chance, so not too bad overall. But 9 accuracy seems pretty reasonable. If that's what you really, really, really want. It does not come with crit damage, though, so keep in mind that it's, you know, you could argue it's worse than the combat display link, which gives you less accuracy, but more crit chance and comes with crit damage. Just, again, whatever your taste end up being. Also comes with the Bright Shot Optic 4. So, Bright Shot 3 comes from K177 3. Street Wetware 3 and 4 are Optics 1 and 2. But if I get max level here, it's 150 pure. It comes with some range accuracy and crit chance. They're all pretty similar, though. I think, yeah, this one's 5 accuracy, 3 crit chance, 25 crit damage. So not that much worse than, for example, the combat display link, where the display link is only up 4 crit chance. And, you know, that's it, right? So, of course, 7 days and 11 million is pretty expensive, don't get me wrong. But it also comes with an active debuff every 4 turns to drop someone by 30, you know, get 30 accuracy against them. It's always guaranteed a glance. The damage is okay at 155 or 150 pure, so overall reasonable to me, but just, you know, again, very, very pricey here. And then the final one is you can get Lumen Spear 4. Special thing about Lumen Spear is they have the longest range at 18 meters of anything. It's ballistic damage, high accuracy is kind of nice as well, so it's longest range and tied for longest accuracy. Crit vuln is only 20%, but it's not terrible. Still, though, the damage increase is only 10 per level, so this isn't a huge upgrade by any means, but hey, you're still stacking crit vuln if you want it. It's not coming with anything else, though, so you have to really, really want the crit vuln eye cyberware, which If you're supporting other people and saying, I'm here to make everyone else do more damage, then okay. Or if you're really trying to find ways to print crit chance on your melee-focused war machine, getting more charges with Lumen Spear so that you can dive in and do more damage with your claws, okay, I buy it. Although still, I'd probably just look at the Bright Shot. And, I mean, I guess that one's evasion, so it's not the same thing. But either way, is what it is. If you want those, you can go grab them. That's what is available from that service. Anyway, he's capped out. Let's get her back from surgery. Now the question is, who's going to want to go back into surgery and get more stuff? He's at 5 out of 6 slots already cleared. Looks like, yeah, he's already got legs. Doesn't need arms, doesn't need a skeleton, doesn't really need this stuff. He's kind of done for now, honestly. I'm not going to think about it too much. Not similar at all for you. You've got a lot of slots open here. I was thinking of giving you probably Snapped Accelerator yourself. This one's not that much better, so I'm tempted to just go here. I lose out on 1 reaction and 1 evasion and 1 initiative. These are all nice, but this is a pretty good mix of price and performance. We've already got the recoil here. An alternative, of course, would be going for Wired Nerves. Wired Nerves 2 does not give the flat move point. Wired Nerves 3 does. Be cool if I could do it. These are just really expensive, though, is the problem. These are, like, kind of unpurchasable. Chip Skills is okay. Chipped Reflex is what I actually gave him, right? No, I actually gave him Wired Nerves 2, so he had the active action points. I see. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for Accelerator 3 on Vela here, and just kind of keep that train going. Yeah, I think it's just, like, the best price-to-performance ratio I can get here. 14 days isn't terrible, and 1.29 million is affordable. So, here you go, Troy. Help me out, buddy. And then as far as my Gunslinger is concerned, yeah, you're here with most of your stuff already filled. Yeah, not much else I'd really want to pick up here, so I think you're kind of chilling as you are. I already grabbed Dermal Sheath 1, which I think is what she just grabbed, so that's mostly going to do it for me. I'm going to... You get your stress break, your hype goes to 0. I don't really care. The important thing is I'm going to put these 2 people now into the trainer and then run the mission as I expected to. So, you are going into the trainer, and where's my Gunslinger? You're going to the trainer. Alright, I didn't realize it was going to take 23 minutes to get to the mission, but we're finally ready to go to the mission. So, yeah, you don't require anything special. That's going to be fine. These are relatively playable missions at their own rate. It's finally time for the Leviathan swipe. We're going to run an Infiltrate and download for Dr. Karos. We've got our influence. Here is our core squad. Gyre is back in action, and hopefully it goes better than last time. We're going to keep Bracket with her railgun. I think that's going to be fine. I think we're equipped reasonably well here. And yeah, let's go. Alrighty, we are here right away, and of course we are against stronger enemies overall, so M lights, I believe, are their basic people. Oh, interesting. Okay, nimble suits. A chance to break stun, flat evasion, flat initiative, and some percent move speed. Okay, sure enough. That's pretty scary. We've got field sergeants who have nimble suits as well, so also stun, break, evasion, initiative, and move speed, but the scary thing is that they have the redshift cybernetic to become invisible, and they can, how am I trying to say it? They can turn invisible if they make contact with me, much like how a street vendor, or I guess they're called skipjacks now, or divergent would work. If they make contact first, they go invis on purpose, so got to find ways around that. We, of course, need the downloads, and they're going to be both on that side. Our exit, we don't know where it is, but we're going to end up here. This hits nothing, and that hits a bunch of stuff. And hits stuff on this side of the map. I'd ideally like to go up this way, and then maybe by turning these things off, we can get a little bit done. You know, by turning like this camera and whatnot, we can go like kind of up this way and around. So it's basically making a big S pattern by going this way. As there's a box here and a box there, I think I do want to start going in this direction. I think that is overall reasonable. I also think I might just want to start by going for combat. Noise on the gun is 30 meters, so I can identify guards as I walk around and see if I'm going to wake anybody up or not. So, first things first, I want to open fire on you. That should, I believe, keep you from turning invisible. We get some damage. We get some more damage. And I'm worried I won't be able to mess with you as much as I want. So I'm going to pop this... No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to delay and have everyone else do their jobs, and then figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have you burn surge. And you're going to sprint for this guy. And yeah, let's see what happens. Will you pop your ability when I walk into your line of sight, even if you're already alert? I don't actually know. So I'm gonna get some information right now. What's gonna happen when you make contact? Yep, you turn invisible. Okay. So, fair enough. This is only for 2 turns. Atomic Stutter is gonna outlast that, but it means that she has to run up here and do this. So you basically can't do a lot as melee, because they're gonna basically react to that and mess with you. It's fine though. I get to Ripper Blades you, you're gonna die, I get my buffs. You are alerted, and that is okay. Let's see. We're going to have Gyre run this way. And have Bracket knock things down to make that a little bit cleaner. And I think you're going to knock down both of these laser gates. That one too. And then she can be the one who runs toward this and grabs more later. It's a reasonable start for you. I don't mind it. Now their Field Sergeant's going to be a little bit scary. You get this no problem. You've got a Silk. So Silks, again, they have all these nimble suits here. The fact that everyone in Matsumoto can break stun is... Oh, right, this guy's going to break the stun, isn't he? But yeah, they've got Railguns, which is pretty scary. Railguns can negate cover bonus, which is scary. Meeting Dr. Sevenfold. Here's this guy. I cannot easily get in range for the eye laser stun. Unless I use Burn Surge to get a little bit closer. I don't know what you're doing on your turn, though, and I don't definitively win on initiative, so I'm going to kind of park myself here and wait. I think that'll be okay. And I really hope you don't break out a stun, by the way, or I'm going to be in a very bad spot. So, Panther, I'm going to have you... I don't know if Lookhead is going to do anything for me. Not really, no. But you need to be Atomic Stuttered. And we'll figure out the rest later. But for now, you're stunned for longer than you're invisible. Let's have Static wait and see what happens. You stun break, so you're going to be acting next turn. Sucks to suck. Pulse Generator at least hits you. I think that's fine. Okay, so good. That's helpful to know. There were some kind of descriptions around like, oh, well, you can break them out with some kinds of debuffs or whatnot. They say, like, right, like, we read the description, right? It says, like, oh, yeah, don't worry. You need to use grenades or mines or deals like marker sites. But, you know, I don't know what those abilities are. And then I hit him with the Pulse Generator, and bam, they're knocked out. So the nice thing is Gyre has one as well. So even if this guy does turn invisible, guess what? I can Pulse Generator, then stun, and then, you know, we can move on. So... Of course, you're still very much real. Do I need to go for the active shred? I'm getting a kill every time. Doesn't matter here. Down you go. This camera is real. If it sees me, it sees me. I don't think I want to go slow just to not get seen by the camera. If a guard gets moved my way, that's fine. So bring it, essentially. Go ahead. Actually, you know what? This is not a terrible time for the camera leverage. This is annoying enough as it stands, so there's, you know... Yeah, let's just use the camera leverage, it's fine. We knocked down 3 cameras. Really only deals with 1 in any meaningful way, but it's fine. So first turn is done, and nothing's happened yet. Gyre can burn corpses, but... Ooh, this is much faster if I run out this way. Bracket would still not get there in time, though. Let's just wait and see what happens. I want to know what the enemies are doing. So, Sniper is just going back and forth. No biggie. What are you doing? You're heading down. Okay. Unsurprisingly, you're not going to see her. Bracket grabs this every time. And you might be able to get into a spot where you can shoot that guy. Nice weapon mod. A nice weapon blueprint. And unfortunately, 37 meters is just out of my reach by a little bit too much. So she is sadly not useful, and so we just sprint across the map. Now the camera turns back on relatively soon. That's going to turn back on soon as well. Can't do much about it. Which way do I want to go? If I go this way, I have to run past this camera at some point, which is not the end of the world by any means. But if I want to get up towards everything else, going through these wires is better. It might just be a Panther security scrambles and rewinds, and then she has to knock this back down, and it is what it is. That's probably the best option. So you're going there. That should be okay. Static needs to wait until this guy gets properly debuffed, although I'm tempted. If I go here and stun strike you, you probably can't act. Right? From what well, I don't know for sure, but we're going to find out. If you're stunned, will you be able to reactively go for anything fancy? I'm going to hope that you cannot, but I don't know the answer. So I run up. I'm really tempted to go for active shred just to guarantee it. I have plenty of ammo here. I rolled well anyway, but I didn't know that for sure. I'm going to eye laser you for crit chance, because why not? It's a use of 1 AP that I couldn't have used any other way. And then we go Claw 1. Claw 2 is enough to kill. Hey, the crit chance worked. It saved me a claw charge. Works for me as far as I'm concerned. Now, you are pretty real. I don't think I want to go here and stun strike you. I mean, I can go here and not stun strike you. Or I could look for something like... let's see. I don't have a good overheat target yet. Although I do want to know if it would permanently kill a camera as well. And the, like, duration is just, you know, a lie. I don't... Yeah, so the reason I wouldn't want to go for a stun strike right now is I don't need to, because it's only her wasting 2 AP and it's just not a big enough deal. And so I think you just, like, standing here is good enough. I guess I'll delay to see how far Panther can go. Let's see, he... Alright, yeah, what I'm going to go for is I'm going to knock this down so I can run across the map. I'll be in range, no problem, to rewind bracket, and then she can knock this back down on her exit. Alternatively, I can rewind to now, not get as far, bracket still knocks us down. That's actually technically slightly better. I'm waiting for her anyway. It doesn't really matter how I run this, so I'll snap you here. That's going to be reasonable. Oh, shoot, no one's grabbing this loot box. I forgot about that. I should grab that. It is what it is. Here, Gyre, you're going to waste some of your turn by running down then back. It's my fault, but it is what it is. Is it anything good? I mean, this SMG is actually worth money, so I'm not going to say it's bad. Either way, turn is complete. They still know nothing. I know they know nothing. Let's go see what the sniper does. It's probably just turning back around. It is. Gyre can't do much on her turn. This guy rolls a 24. I mean, yeah, they all have really, really good initiative. By the way, I'm actually very happy about things like this. I think this is really cool. That it's like, hey, you're against Matsumoto. They're just all better in this way. It's learnable, because you're like, oh, I'm fighting Matsumoto. Yeah, you have to, like, go in and check, right? Which is, like, a bit of an extra obfuscation between players knowing things and then being able to internalize it. But it's like, okay, every single person I check has this thing, and I go, okay, got it. These guys are hard to hit. These guys go early, and these guys run fast. And I can't rely on stuns against Matsumoto. Okay. And you can, like, I feel like you can really learn it. So I'm kind of down. I think that makes sense. I think it's pretty reasonable. No one else is too close by. That's fine. Static does not have her stun available, nor really any action points to spend whatsoever. So she should wait. Bracket needs to knock down that. And then go make her progress. Nothing else to really do for her. This might be another don't do much this turn angle. Yeah, I'm like basically not able to do almost anything. So I'm really tempted to simply say, all we're going to do is run up part way. I'm going to interference spike you so that my team, at least everyone who matters, goes first. And then if I'm up here, I don't make noise. Panther for sure wins initiative here. There's just no way he doesn't. And then Static is in a similar boat where she can get pretty far. and then look to act next turn. The nice thing is there's no guards 2 nearby. Corpses are going to be running out very soon. I'm expecting to have a lot of pending tally coming up. Oh, neat. So you have an M-class infra, so these are the specific drones of Matsumoto. Yep, again, they're going to break stun. They get all these other things, but they've got big E-rifles, which is scary. And yeah, the odds of getting shredded are pretty high. That's fine. You're still pretty useless. I'm not too worried about it. On station, good for you. And so it's time to really get some damage done. That's me not being in range. That's fine. You don't have any special abilities that I know of, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. Push you as far as I can while still getting a lurch. Looks like that's going to be it. It's telling me that I will be able to attack from there. Spending 2 AP is good enough for me. You don't have the best armor. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. You're angry. You're very angry. You see a lot of people. It's fine. Your armor is not very good. And down you go. We hit everybody, it looks like, with that. That's good news. I'm going to have you wait and see if I can get my team to kill this camera. Far from a guarantee, but cool if we could do it. I'm going to leave you back for a bit as well. Bracket, of course, wants to run to the host, but if she can go... Yeah, she can't do much about this. Okay, let's keep waiting and see if Gyre can do it. I'm not sure she can. This thing costs 2 AP, and... Yeah, if I burn surge, it's close. Let's see, if I go to here, am I in range for overheat? Right there is a straight line, and I'm definitely not in range. Okay, well, let's go part way and then reassess. Where are other guards? Honestly, not terribly scary. Although you definitely matter. High kick. You have concussion grenades, you have a big shotgun. They also have 8 series injectors to buff move speed. Okay, sure. I'm thinking if I hide behind this, I am unlikely to be seen by the camera. I can overheat this next turn. It will be not a huge deal. Or let the camera see me, but I would like to still play stealthy. We can see, well, there's going to be guards heading my way no matter what. And if you go towards her, she might actually be okay. Okay. Let's just leave this like this. I think it'll be fine. I think it's good enough. We can have static run up this way. Little worried about him seeing you, but for now I think it's fine. We get a blueprint for the best club in the game, although I can't craft it. It doesn't really matter. He would hear me if I stepped, so I don't really want to step. That's fine. Bracket can get up close this way, and then she can start hacking next turn, no problem, after I knock the camera down. We do want to get ready for a real fight, though. This is going to get relatively annoying relatively soon. And by annoying, I just mean, like, actually kind of tough. It was telling me this clip won't matter. And then I'll go ahead and stand behind this box. Try to snap with 1 AP remaining if I can help it. There we go. That seems fine. I don't have the best look ahead. This will be okay. You're walking over there. You're just going back and forth. I'm under this cliff face here. You're not going to see anything. But this is going to become a bit of a fight. And you're armored, so you're not easily dealt with. Okay, you've been told to move. That's actually okay, because you're going to separate yourself. You're going to get to, you know, here, and we can ambush you. Hacker's going to be fine behind this box. At least for a bit. Camera moves. We're fine. Tactical Surge and Wait is going to be the name of the game. I think I might want to move Gyre up, just to make sure this guy walking over doesn't scare. I need you to wait. Ooh, you are walking over. Will you find her? The box says no. You did find her. Okay, that's scary. You'll probably need help. I think that's going to be okay. I'm pretty sure I can offer that help. I can lurch from there, so it's actually really going to be chill. I'm thinking I send the Cyber Knight right... I don't have to rush this, though. I don't need to rush, and I can hold Atomic Stutter if someone else gets in range. And that'll be okay, because you can't do anything, and no one's going to cross paths to turn alert because of you. So we're okay for now. Oh, wait a second, you're going to... Oh, you're going that way because the corpse that timed out is way over there. That makes sense, actually. There's no way you can see that person, but I might have my Cyber Knight solo that side of the map. Static is okay where she is. Here's the light grunt moving toward. Not going to see anybody just yet, but we have to deal with you at some point. Gyre needs to overheat this camera. You would hear the gunfire, so I don't really want to do much about that. Actually, I don't have eye laser range either. I could stun strike, but I don't really need to. I could Nova Beam for fun. It's decent damage. The range here is really quite long. This is unfortunately in the way. I'm going to play for overheat, and then we'll figure out the rest a little bit later. Okay, let's see what happens. We get the camera. And yeah, the camera I don't see a duration on, so I think it just kills it. And it was just a tooltip error, and indeed you can just kind of get... Okay, can I get good line of sight on you? Not really without you seeing me, which is not the end of the world. This allows me to stun strike you, which is a good thing, because then it means we have a lot of... It's a lot easier for me to run around and do stuff. So this camera's dead. That's good news. I'm going to run you up and stun strike this guy. Actually, I'm going to wait to stun strike. I expect to want one. I already know you're going the wrong way. I want... Actually, darn. I didn't have static move when I could have had her move. This guy's going to be here and hear footsteps if I'm not careful. That's going to be a little bit rough, but it's probably okay. Ooh, that's... Oh, shoot. You're going to see her, aren't you? Yep. This is a problem. I did not plan for that patrol route. You have action points left. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so lucky. Drones and humans don't talk. It's fine. Okay. Mistakes were made, but we're not screwed. I am probably going to have to stun you on purpose. Also, you have so much armor. Well, this is going to be a whole thing. Does that bracket go late? I'm going to want Panther to stun... Let's do my vision cones briefly. I'm going to run you here to stun Ulto. Yes, you might stun break at some other point in time. But I need you to not report me right now. And I need you to be easier to kill as well. So... It's going to cost me more AP to get in range anyway, so I'm just going to go up here. I am almost certainly going to use Wired Nerves. Not bad. Unless the first strike is amazing, I'm going to go ahead and use... Actually, I don't want to use Power Slice. I want to save it for this drone. If this slice is really good, we're chilling. If it's not really good, it's really good. I will probably... I'll probably not use Caltraxia. But I will run you forward to ambush this drone on a future turn, and it's likely going to be fine. A combination of many attacks plus Wired Nerves plus Power Slice is likely to go very well. So you are not yet stunned. You would hear footsteps, so I've got to get away from that. If I crouch to there, I am far enough away to not make footstep noises. I'm now going to sprint up to this guy. I can go that far and still be in range. If I can save Burn Surge, I will. For people like that. You're going to see me and be angry. If I can get a clock hit. The game lied to me. I hate that. That's really unfortunate. Will that work for me? Yes. No? Does that work? No. Not even sure this is a different spot each time. It is funny you can do this, though. You can, like, actually move around against a wall. There, they got me in range. You know what? I don't feel like I cheated. The game lied to me. So So we're going to go for this. First strike is solid. Claw attack should get the kill. Oh yeah, claw attacks get the kill here. Okay. Now, this camera is not controlled by anything, so it's essentially a requirement that unless Bracket knocks it down herself, which she does have packet loss, this camera is staying up. Now, thankfully, Bracket has packet loss. And so, though I can't easily see the circle, and this thing has a 25-meter range, if I go somewhere like this, it's 1 AP to get out, and my circle is almost certainly on that, so I'm going to put you here. I'm going to go kill this camera. Great, it's down for 2 turns. And then I come back, and we are ready to hack a Matrix host. Not bad. Good job, Bracket. You're doing great. Alright, here's our host. We've got a CPU there. We've got an alarm unit that's probably worth killing. Let's go do the normal stuff of loading all these basics here. That seems pretty good. We'll start by going up. There's only downloads in these 3 spots. I will probably go through the middle to take down the alarm unit. Let's go up this way, though, to start. And this seems pretty reasonable. Tally. I'm not worried about connection. I'm going to go AP first. Let's keep going. Tally, then connection, then connecting out. Scan wasn't the most needed, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to load Deception because I'm always going to need it. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to null op. I'll click it again. Didn't need to. It's all gone. I'm going to wait to spike CPU. I want a second escalation first. I will need anti-trap to make progress. That's fine. Download. Any action. Download. Well, we know the ordering. There's those gone. We come out to here. We have a lot of Vantage Rip V-chips. That's kind of funny, actually. 3, 3, and 4. Download, load a program. Okay, don't load any programs. Got it. Here's one of the files. Pay data in the hopper. That's all mine. That's load a program. I don't care about it. Come here. We're close enough that this CPU spike seems more than reasonable. Gives me some action points and some IO back. And that allows me to make more forward progress. AP is fine. Then go here, sleaze that. I'll scan anyway. This stuff here is going to get null-opt because we have to kill it all to do the alarm thing. Got to hit it twice, not the end of the world. Spiked that. Now I want to get rid of this stuff, which also seems very doable. So let's go look. Exit the node. Any action, any action. So this is the more docile one. So we, of course, go in this order. Sleaze you. I'm just going to disarm you because I'm going to forget otherwise, I'm guessing. And then 1, 2, and 3 are useless. 4, 5, and 6 are useless. Okay, actually, these are all useless. My bad. Then these are all disabled. So I'm going to come back down. I'm going to be here, and I can knock stuff down next turn, and then try to clean this stuff up. Of course, I don't have rewind, so I'll have to manually clear this out, but I can use nuke if I have to. Was a bit wasteful, but it's not the end of the world. You're stunned. You're walking away. I'm going to run as far forward as I can. Do I want to burn surge this? Getting the cooldown started is kind of worthwhile. Getting 3 AP closer... I think... No, I'm just going to run up. And then we'll see what everyone does, because you might be kind of spooky. Should be alright overall, but yeah, I'm just going to stand here. If you stun break, I can still fight you. Burn surge will help. We'll probably cut through it. I even have active power slice. This will be fine. And then Gyre will just run as far as she can. She's not going to be all that useful is the problem. I don't know if Nova Beam wakes up enemy guards. Like, I don't know what it's going to... Oh, I'd hurt my teammates. I assume it works like grenades, which is it'll actually make them angry at me. So I'm pretty sure I just run out like this, and... Actually, shooting the UAR here is actually kind of good. The reason is, you can't hear the gunfire, and this is actually useful. I think this is worthwhile. I'm not in optics range. I might end up running forward to optic a little bit later. Problem is you get in audio range, so yeah, I might just like shoot this Not bad. And then next turn, I'm going to run up an eye laser. And that's going to give me some really solid hit chance to make Static's job easier. This seems pretty good, actually. Okay, you're going to walk somewhere. Okay, you're walking that way, which is good for me. Thank you, Look Ahead, for still being the debuff. You're going to walk this way as well. You should be pretty easily ambushable. What are you doing? Going back that way is good for me. I should wait until you leave. We'll figure out if you're going to stun break or not, but it shouldn't be a problem. You're going to get, like, right about here. A little bit farther. Oh, right, they have 25% move speed. So it goes really far. Right, because they're all Matsumoto. Means you're going to get pretty far as well, like probably top of the staircase. Which is honestly pretty perfect. That gives me space to work with. Okay, a little bit more than that, but not by much. I want you to shoot. Let's see. I do really want to eye laser. So let me get in range for that as best I can, which is going to be... Looks like it's spending 2 AP to do so. It's hard to tell if that's going to be in range, which is unfortunate. I guess I walk in as straight a line as I can to help guarantee that. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it does. Eye laser is in range. Great. It's going to be guaranteed debuff. You count as low cover because of... I mean, it makes sense. But you're now much easier to hit. Minus 20 evasion makes my job easier for sure. I'm pretty sure I just shoot the gun, and if I get lucky, I shred. If I don't get lucky, it is what it is. Actually, I'll wait, because I might need to stun strike you. Bracket can make progress. Get rid of AP, get rid of connecting. And then what's here? Pretty spicy stuff. I'm going to go ahead and load nuke. We're going to nuke this stuff. Nothing else is terribly important. I could trunk patch. -5 tally is not that important. Honestly, no, I'd rather get all the tally all at once. To be safe, I'm going to load this, because I might need it anyway, based on what the ice is here. Load a program. Okay, not a huge deal. It's nuke time. Nuke kills almost all of it. Deception for the rest seems fine to me. Might needs... Actually, I certainly will need sleaze. I won't need scan, though. So this is gone. I've got sleaze. I'm going to go ahead and trunk patch just to get rid of a little bit of tally. We're really safe in AP. What are you? This is use a program, load a program. Okay, well, have to disarm you. Prevent downloads. Okay. Source code. Part 3 of the file set. Great. I get a escalation, finally. Understandable. Let's go here. What are you? Exit the node, use a program, and downloading blocked. Okay, well, just to verify, this is what I think it does, which is, this is going to pop. What it's going to do is increase the tally of this node by like 4 or something, okay? So you can see it's +3 for the node, -5 from stuff. This pops, and now it's +5 from the node. Yeah, and I don't think I lost 10 AP. I think it just adds to... Like, I don't know if it's every time a trap pops, it adds 2 tally to the node, but clearly this trap certainly does it. And disarming it won't change anything, by the way, so there's no point. But we'll grab more Vantage Rip's V-chip. I'll disarm you so I can disconnect, but again, it's still at +5. Nothing else to do here, which is fine. I can safely disconnect with everything that I wanted grabbed. We ignore that node for good reason. Safe disconnect. And... You've already had your turn, so walking forward is not dangerous. Although I might want to be that far up in case he turns around and sees me. That's not much safer, but this is reasonable, I think. I'm going to just take the bet that this is okay. This gets turned back on next turn, and you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what else I would possibly do. Well, I guess I could shoot the... There's a world where I shoot the railgun. I'm going to leave her, just for now. You've got a job to do, which is to kill this drone. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you're going to beat him on initiative at worst. So, I'm in range. You're angry. You saw a corpse. Strike 1 is to make sure I don't have another glancing hit. We shredded it anyway. 480 damage is pretty good. We now go for Power Slice, which might give me the full kill. We crit for 1,500 damage. We got the kill. I'm going to go ahead and duck back into... Right around... Although if you... patrol towards me, I'm sad. I might need to hide from this guy, actually. So the thought process, right, is you're going to come down here, and you're going to see the corpse right once you're there. And if you decide to hunt this way, you spot me, go alert, and I get shot, like, instantly. So I'm going to need to go back here and hide a little bit. That should be quite safe for most patrol routes. Did you sunbreak? Nope. That's good news for me. He doesn't get the footsteps. That's also good news for me. If I can save Burn Surge, I guess I will. Might need to ambush this guy. He rolled a 19. Static roll's way above that. This guy also matters. I mean, there's a world where I go for this kill first because of that. Right? You're already stunned, so I've got a little bit of time to work with, and I know your evasion's debuffed, and that's not going to matter anymore, but it seems like the best path forward. Let's just Burn Surge now, because I'm gonna find ways to use action points no matter what. So you've got a lot of armor. Well, you only have a little bit of armor, actually. I'm gonna see you. Hello. You are a barrage. You're just a guy with a shotgun. Sure. Pretty good first hit. Second hit probably outright kills. Redline's still on. I don't need to claw kill yet. Down you go. I can now run back, and as luck would have it, I'm still in range, which I didn't plan for, but I'm happy that it's true. Should I active slice, or is it going to be okay? The active slice has some value in guaranteeing your armor goes down below 3 protection points. Yeah, I think it's worth it. We actually failed the first one anyway. So this is not... It's a possible kill with 2 claw attacks, but I'm willing to let you try to wake back up. I don't think I mind this. I think it's fine where you are. Gyre shooting here seems okay. Decent damage. You're definitely dying to claws next turn, which lets me refresh the buff and keep going. Panther's going to be a little bit tough with this guy, but we'll figure it out. We are not escalating yet because we've underflowed. And yeah, Bracket don't have to do anything. She can now run slightly in like a more straight line. And there's a... I think it's not possible that I can not be seen by this camera unless his lip is really, really tall. But I think I get spotted here. Whatever, we'll see what happens. There's not many guards left. We're not escalating. Camera turns on. I believe it didn't see her. Nope, it saw her. Just kidding. Panther should wait. I don't know if you're going to wake up or not. This claw kill is basically guaranteed. Let's just pop it now. Kind of sucks that you sucked there, but it's okay. Now, the scary thing is if I try to run for this, I am definitely not killing you. And I'm having to wait for Panther if I do any of this. And Panther doesn't have Tactical Surge back. So he'd be like running up with wired nerves. Let's see. Basically, what I could do, right, is I could run up, strike once, and then stun strike. But I think I'd rather have this guy run down toward Panther. Or even run so far away that he doesn't see me at all, and we just ignore this guy. That seems better overall, so let's just wait. Kind of similar here for Gyre. You can just wait. It's your turn to go do stuff. You will likely find... Yep, you find a corpse and just ended your turn. Fair enough. Okay. Then I'm going to wait for Static to start this and have her start with some shreds. And then the CK is probably going to be alright with wired nerves and damage. So Static, it's your time to shine. You're only getting so close. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's lying to me again, but let's see what happens when I stand against this wall. Oh, that worked this time. Okay. Couldn't tell you why. Well, we go for a basic attack here. This is likely to shred, but not guaranteed. We get one. That's good. Don't have Pulse Gen back, but I do have Lumen Spear for some crit chance. That seems fine. Unfortunately, this means I have basic claws that do almost no damage, which is kind of useless. I think I have nothing else to do, so I might as well hit you. Cool. Wow, it's not bad damage, actually, with your armor being still that high. Wow. Does that number line up to you? I guess 73% is close to 2/3, but soaked 163, dealt 81 is like pretty much exactly 67% kinetic armor, not 73. I'm pretty sure, much like the snipers, their kinetic armor is lower than their ballistic, but the display never shows it. That's what it feels like to me. Not sure that's true, but it's certainly what it feels like, because that math did not line up to me. Bracket can go for the host. She's not going to make it all the way, but she has a very convenient pathing under the first loot box, which is nice. If the drone doesn't die, we're going to escalate, although we might escalate even regardless of that. If they reinforce here, I'm going to be very upset. Gyre can't do a whole lot. I don't want to run her up that way. I think we run this way. Just go toward the team. Our extract is, yeah, back where we came, or all the way, well, just down here, actually. Just going to run you forward. I think it's fine no matter what you're doing. This guy has really good initiative. That matters for our boy Panther. Doesn't have to use drugs yet. I'm not going to one-shot this guy. There's like no way. 539 damage. Okay, I just wired nerves this and guarantee the kill then. There we go. That's steamroll on the team. That's move point for me. That's a loot box for me. And the map is clear of enemies. We get some blueprints. We get some cubes. We're kind of chilling. Alright, well, it doesn't matter what the AI knows. The corpses will eventually time out. We can have her clean up the occasional body. But we've got all the loot boxes, so it's just down now to Bracket being useful. Does Bracket need me to rewind her? Yes, she does. Okay, then I'm going to run up here. Actually, I can run a little bit shorter than that. Run to here. That's in rewind range. That's good enough. She was sadly outside of the steamroll range. I thought it was going to matter a lot. Ultimately, she was going to make the host anyway. Here you go, Bracket. Your time to shine. We've still got plenty of turns left. We're only on turn 8. We end in turn 20. We overclock. We spoof and scapegoat. We load all the things. We load more of the things. And let's start to the left, then end to the right. This is going to be annoying, but it is what it is. Damage to connection, then connecting out. 2 actives. Tally, connection, then connecting out. Actually, I'm going to go to the right first, because this is going to be an annoying node, and I might want another charge of null op. No, let's go left. Let's go. It's fine. Alright. Connection, connecting out. I care now about program loading. I'm going to load these. Let's see how annoying you are. Use a program, use a program. This is not too bad, although... Nah, this is all kind of annoying. I'm just going to null op this. Lose a program, not the end of the world. Actually, it kind of sucks because now I can't get rid of this guy. I'm just going to go all the way back and knock this stuff down. I was hoping that it was going to work out the way I wanted, but I realized that it didn't make any sense. I can't null op this and then nuke here. That wasn't going to be possible, so it's not the end of the world, though. Tally, then connection, then connecting. Double passive cannot be dealt with here. I can trunk patch for fun. Why not? I can hard shell for fun. Why not? We get another charge of null op back, which means I can take the CPU, no problem. We're going to load stuff and do all this next turn. Should be fine. Good enough for you. Yeah, where do I want to stand? Around here? We'll see if they spawn here. Could spawn somewhere else, but for now we're fine. Gyre, let's have you get rid of a corpse. This is all end of next turn. I don't know which one's our current turn. They're probably way over this way. Let's just have you knock down one of these. Down it goes. Good for you. And yeah, this camera's down forever. So I take it back. Overheat's kind of nice. It's just permanent. Don't know why it says remainder of turn, but it's clearly not remainder of turn. Which, good. It makes that actually good. Permanent disable is fine with me. You can reload, because you might as well. Panther, I think, can stay where he is. That's fine. You're on range to attack surge the team. That's... I just can't see the circle. It's not drawing on... Okay, I'll send that as a bug. Okay, this is UI bug. How do I describe this? Self-centered circles don't display ranges on other elevations. So, for example, my CK here doesn't show the edge of his tactical surge range, as the ring is all on different elevations. Work goes through. You can see, yeah, it shows right there, but nowhere else. For enemy targets, well, no, I guess that's there. Whatever. It's fine. They're within 35 meters. Not a big deal. End your turn. Reinforcements, very likely. It was indeed reinforcements. They're also very much in the way. High quality group, by the way. Field Sergeant and more. It's okay. So yeah, the Field Sergeant could turn Invisorus. We've got a barrage here who's just got a shotgun. And of course we've got this E-rifle drone for fun. Tactical Surge on the team makes sense, I think, no matter what. Let's just pop that now. Let's wait for Bracket to finish up hacking. Grab this guy. Let's reload Decoy. Did I not load at the start? No, I did. This thing here unloaded it. That's right. Let's see. Connecting out is no longer blocked. Let's go this way first. Download, exit, and any action. I'm going to get rid of this before I forget. Here's another objective piece. I'm going to skip the dialogue. More pieces for Vantage Rip. And then I can easily grab this thing now as well. Exit, load a program, downloading. Again, get rid of it before I forget. Final piece has now been grabbed. As always, done in style, Bracket. We stole what we came to steal. Dr. Carroll's will be pleased. Okay, that's all mine. Disabled, and you don't matter. And so the plan is, if I need nuke, I'm just gonna load this, and then we'll see what happens up here. Okay, fair game. No lop, it's not all dead. Of course it loaded exactly Deception here. Attack, now it's gone. Spike. One of everything. Fair enough. My tally is now quite meaningful. It's fine. I won't need Decoy anymore, I don't think. Let's see. Use a program, steal AP. Damage cyberdeck. And then downloading. And it was really only one thing. It was a very small sniper rifle, but it is what it is. We got what we came to get. Let's now run toward this exit. We can go either way, I guess. I do not think you will see me for long enough for me to care, so I'm not going to bother with the fact there's a vision cone there. I was right. I love being right. That's fine. Everyone else should wait, and we'll see what these guys actually do with their time. My stuff's a little bit weird. This guy isn't... Yeah, we're not waiting for him appropriately. Alright, they found corpses, which means we're going to get even more escalations. But at least they're running away, which is good for me. We can... I guess I should wait and see what you try to do. I'm going to delay you down to 8. Static doesn't have that luxury. I could try to run for the stun here. That seems very wasteful and very risky. If I'm in the middle here, though, you're not going to find me. I'm going to go ahead and take that risk. I don't think it's that bad. I really wish I could delay and use his AP, but I can't, so... I'm going to put you here. I believe you will not get spotted, and if you do, I'm of course very sad. Wait, if I burn search, I get initiative. Which means I can delay again. I thought of that too late. You're going that way. You're useless. Great. Good, I'm glad you're useless. Alright, well... Let's fit Gyre back here where she's nice and hidden. No one's going to find her. She can get out whenever she wants. Don't hate it. And no other leverage, right? Nope. Static is... Well, I wasted Burn Surge, but it was for a good cause. Put you here, it's a little bit dangerous, but... Now, let's just leave you. Panther's going to run down. Let's put you here. Bracket has still 2 turns of running to do, so... It's fine. We'll make our way out. It'll be no problem. Escalation is reinforcements far away. Not going to be a problem. There are corpses back where we are. Like, these things have or will soon run out. Putting you there is fine. You get out next turn. I'm not worried about getting ambushed. I think it's almost impossible. I'm going to leave Static where she is. You are going to investigate and be useless. Same for you. Same for you. Panther is fine where he is. You're fine where you are. You're fine where you are. Yep. And they're going that way. Great. And you turned around? Sure. You can just end your turn. Same for you. You're going that way. You're done. You're going over that way. Okay, you're getting a little bit closer. It's a little scary to me. Let's bump Bracket's initiative so that she goes before most of these guards. And then let's start making... You know, let's hang out by the exit. And then we can just kind of run in here, no problem at the end. And just for fun, let's slow down initiatives in case that's going to be a thing for some reason. A guard is missing. They're searching for interference. I don't care. It's like turn 11 now, I think. Yep, turn 11. And just to be safe, let's make sure that everyone else gets out. I'm not really worried about it, but... Yeah, you turned back around, but I guess we're fine. You got kind of close. You're hunting around, but kind of useless. And, alright, everyone who is in a remotely dangerous location is going to get out no problem. So out we go. We got what we came to get. We're all hiding behind this water tank. And we're just fine. We're just fine. Yep, good for you. Good for you. You certainly tried. It was fun. It was fun. It was a pretty enjoyable situation to be in. I am glad that the War Machine talents are a little bit better than I was giving them credit for. Still not a huge fan of these eye lasers. The debuff is fine, but as a primary damage tool, it's just not cutting it for me. But the utility aspects are a bit better than I was giving credit for. So the total score, we snagged every part of the valuable file set. Largos lined it up nicely, which is good. Cool. Solid XP feeds through. We have to pay our team. We still get 750,000. We can sell a lot of stuff for value as well. Lots more Vantage pieces. I mean, I'm pretty confident now that I know for sure, like, I'm not finding any new doctors by facing off against any Corpo factions. So I'm going to run this because facing K Milieu has a chance of showing me new Doctor V-chips, and it's also a new mission type. So that'll be next episode. And this is, of course, due in 12 hours, so I can't do that much dancing. You meet Dr. Sevenfold for the millionth time. His V-chip is everywhere now. Good for you, buddy. Just, you know, really wanted to meet us, you know? We're just that popular. So that's fine. And then, yeah, really quickly. Who needs influence still? Vertigo's at 80. Page exists. I want to put Dr. Karos up. Okay, so Dr. Karos needs to buy something, and then pretty much everyone else is done. Like, everyone else is capped out, so we can sell something to Dr. Karos. Not used by a set, but created by a set. We can sell this to our good friend Dr. Karos. Putting you at 90 seems just fine to me. I want to start selling things to my other Wire Ghost as well, actually. Let's get Tim into a spot where he's lining up upgrades so we can get his... I want his utility programs upgraded. I might as well. Got a lot of blueprints that we could sell. Epic and Legendaries go away. We can sell things for cash. Yeah, so here's the nice big stun club. A Destiny End Suppressor. 50 ballistic, 38 meters. Not bad. Let's sort by, actually, things that are cheap or expensive, so we can get rid of the ones that are just selling for money. Let's see, what are your favors actually cost? 66k, 70k, 40... Okay, so until we see, like, something in the 40s, it's not a big deal. There we go. Starting to get to favors territory up there. Got all these armors that we can't use. The Nomad Frame XT. Reduced recoil. Yeah. Solid stuff. But we can't do any of these based on this challenge run's rules. I think my next one, I will allow myself armor crafting. I'm still going to keep my weapons to be only what's found in loot boxes. Also, Viscerators are really nice melee. I think it's not quite as good as the Berserker Blade, but it's close. And then I think Heavy Raptors is awesome with the flat pure damage here. of 40. It's quite good. We've already got an Eagle Sight. 50k Elite, I believe, is not quite as good as the other revolvers I've got. And then everything else is actually worth influence, which I'm still not ready to read through and figure out who needs to do what yet. Similar stuff here, though. We can just sell stuff for cash. Getting half money for everything means these are never worth favors. They're just too cheap, as they're common and rare. But we get a solid few million. I could play 12 hours forward just to see if we get lucky and we get somebody on a limit break, as unlikely as that is. Might as well. Wow, we actually got it. That's cool. Alright, well, of course, Puppet Master is on cooldown, but I can bump Battletank Implants to 3. Sounds good to me. Let's see what that gives us. We will grab you as the test dummy here. Hang on. So, I know I expect to get Hand Blades 4, Hand Razors 3, and Dermal Sheath 3. So we go from Dermal Sheath 2 to 3. Honestly, not that much more expensive, not that much more time. We get 4 hits of the shield. We get another 3 evasion. This is a lot of evasion now. 10% is very meaningful. This is worth installing on a lot of my characters, to be honest. I'm pretty down for this. Dermal plating, of course, still capped out. That's fine. The other stuff, though, is, again, the hand stuff. So I now have Hand Blades 4. So this goes all the way up to 200 kinetic and 175 crit, which is now, I think, pretty clearly superior to my current blades. Problem is, this is 11 million, so I can't afford it as much as I would want that. It's just not going to happen here. The other option is to get Hand Razors 3. Hand Razors 4 is going to require max level to service, but it's 140 pure damage and stealth crit, as all the pure damage weapons are. The pure damage lasers and claws are all stealth crit. Ultimately, I'm enjoying my kinetic conversions, so I'm fine with that one. But if I ever get 11 million, great. In a world where I'm not getting this little of money, I could totally see myself having 11 million, and I would really consider going for these, but I don't have that now. So it is what it is. Is there a combat length 3? Yes, that's great. So if we go from that one, we get another 1 crit, we get another 1 evasion, we get another 3% cyber weapon damage. 30 days and 2 million is not that expensive overall. I'm going to believe there's a combat link 4, though. I'm going to hold my breath and see if I can start putting that one in my war machines, and that'll be pretty fun. So that'll be nice. It's interesting that they are classed, right? So these are matrix links. These are E inhibitors. Yeah, we have headwear memory. We have a nano hive. We have neurotoners. We have synaptic accelerators. So it's fun that they sometimes give them classifications, which is fun. You can see we have mecha arms. We have cyber claws. Lots of cyber claws. And we have other mecha arms here, right? You have mecha arms for carrying heavies. You have mecha arms for that stuff. Kind of cool. There's chameleon skin. There's a nano sheath. There's dermal plating. And there's other nano sheaths as well. If you'd rather not have dermal lacing, you can go... Okay, kind of fun stuff. Anyway, yeah, so that's the stuff that comes out of Battletank. Honestly, seems fine to me. I guess we could just feed her accounts again and see if she limit breaks instantly one more time. Might as well try, right? So let's go sell most of the cheap stuff. As we gotta sell from the right factions. But yeah, Dr. Karos doesn't pay all that well, so we err toward the cheaper options, but that's gonna look a little impossible in a sec. I guess she actually buys this, which is funny to me. It's from Arrowhead. It's actually... let's go for the accounts if I can help it. Let's not do this. Let's see. Dr. Karos does buy stuff that's Megacorp, so let's put you to 50. Let's put you to 70. Let's put you up to 90. No, this is 80 now. Okay. I guess I can't count or do math or something. Let's put you to 90 because you were breaking really quickly at 90 for whatever reason. We play time forward. Okay. This will break. So, alright. Next episode, we're going to run the Harvard slip slide. We're going to run our very first prison break for Isaac Tenfold. And we'll get some XP, which will be kind of nice. But hopefully we get some cool new file sets by fighting the K-Milieu. And that might allow us to do some fun things there. For Vertigo... We're waiting for her break anyway, so I don't really care about running this mission. And we don't care about fighting Werner Braun either, so this might just be skipped. At some point, we'll cap out Street Wetware. And then at some point, probably 2 episodes down the line, we'll run the governance dust up for Page to Veil and continue to move forward in the Daedalus block storyline. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.